So this is my Handspring Visor that a friend sent me. Beautiful Handspring Visor. And sorry for the glare. Can't really do much about it. And you get kind of the Palm OS experience. This is Palm OS version 3.5 each. And does include stylus, just using my fingers. And you got a bunch of different stuff. It's got an expansion card slot, and well, they're actually called modules. And this is 8 megabyte flash module, so it's an extra 8 megabytes of storage on top of the about 15 megabytes built in. And so everything marked with a bullet next to it in the list is on that card. And the card comes with a little file mover. The file mover is built into later Palm Pilots because they got an SD card and you can just move it in between. But this, it had to come on the card itself. Then you've got memo pads, graffiti. I don't know if I can type on memo pad. I'm not that great at the graffiti. You also have the option for an on-screen keyboard if you want it. So then you can have like games. Whee! And then I've also got, it has an IRDA port on the side, and so you can use that with if I can figure out what button I'm hitting, with the remote app. And I have this rotate because that sensor's on that side. And when I push a button, this should light up a little bit maybe. Oh crap, I hit home. Well, I also have in the remote the hardware keys. Volume up, volume down, channel down, power and mute. And so when I hit those, you should see a little bit of flashing right there. Maybe not. There's a little bit of light there, but I think that's just the thing. So yeah, you can use it as a remote for your TV or anything. It's fully programmable. You got the hot sink, which via the cradle is how you get stuff onto it. It just sits down into the cradle and sits back out. And besides the modules, some optional accessories could be the stowaway keyboard. Folds away nicely, comes out. You slide the two keyboard sides together. You pop this out. It's a little stand for it. Then you can place this on that. Not the easiest thing in the world. There we go. Oh, yeah, bad angle. Yeah, I might as well pick up the iPhone. So then you can go into something like memo pad, and you can start typing. I may have disabled the keyboard. Let's check it. In the little keyboard preferences, you've got options, and sometimes you have to enable and disable the keyboard. Yeah. So now it works. So now I can go back to memo pad, and if I can get that to focus, I can start typing and go back. I can Control A. Oh, maybe that didn't work. Command A? Haven't tried this in a while. Maybe not. Now, with the stylus, you can select all of it. You can select, you should be able to select part of it. There we go. And so yeah, then you can just carefully take it off of that dot. Not the easiest thing to do. You kind of have just to wiggle it and hope for the, damn it, best. There we go. And so then that folds in, the sides slide to the outside, and it folds. Nice little keyboard. Some of the other cases you can get are little, like a little bag almost. Slides down and you got protection for it. There's also a little bit of a harder case that actually snaps in. So snap that in there, snap it in on the top, then you've got a little case you can take around with you. And lastly, you have another little pocket one that's a little bit more cushiony, and it has a clip on it. So you can actually, let me turn this off first. You can actually put it places. So you can close that up and hook it onto something else, like your belt or a backpack or anything. Pretty nifty little piece of history. The Handspring Visor is kind of died out to Palm actually making the devices, and how they got into the better hardware and OS. But for the most part, if you've used any newer, this is not too bad. Palm OS hasn't changed a lot until you get to WebOS, but then that's phones and a tablet, but whatever. Yeah. You can tell the time around the world. It'll even show where it's light and day. Not very great where it's light and day, but it still shows it. Then you can click on a city and it'll show what time it is. And then you can actually set each of these little 4 clocks down here. And you get quick access to home, the drop-down menu, a calculator, which you can launch via the calculator icon also. And you can also do a search, so if you want to find an application, or I think it'll find memos too. And that's about it. Oh, and the stylus. Stylus actually is mostly metal, so it actually has a little bit of a weight to it, which is very nice. Let me see if this will focus. And the tip is a stylus, but if you unscrew it, you get a little pin that is perfect for pushing reset, and that's why they built it into the stylus, in case you had to do that, so you don't have to have a paper clip with you at all times. And the other end, very nicely, is actually a screwdriver, a Phillips head screwdriver, so you can actually service it yourself. So they actually put in a little reset pusher and a screwdriver. And then that stores right into the side of that. That's about it. They make a bunch of different modules for it. They have Targus, which is actually who makes the stowaway keyboard, makes a camera module for it, a little black and white camera, and there are audio players. There are just a plethora of expansion cards. I think they based it around the CF card pin layout, and then they just used that and expanded it a little bit. Overall, it's nice, works, and even though it's old, like, I still plan to use it. I think it's neat to still use the old technology, and I think I'll always have an interest in it. I think about, this is a year, copyright 1999, so yeah, a little bit older, but it's nice because it has a USB dock, so nice touch. And still waiting for the new hard drive to reinstall Windows 7, but I got it working in Linux for just a little bit, and then something stopped working. But it works in XP just fine with the Palm OS desktop available from online. So yeah, that's about it. I've hit 10 minutes 15 seconds, and I think I've shown you all I can show you. So goodbye.